Deadlocks versus Coxie's Picks.
Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and today I'm going to give you an update on the cuff restoration, and it's not going great. I may have to concede that Deadlocks is definitely ahead of me. It's still seized, so just going to whip them out in front of you. So I've got them in the tank next to me, but no point in me talking about them. Let's actually show them to you. So these have been soaking non-stop in penetrating fluid and everything else, and you can see all the gunk and everything else that's sitting on them. They did come up nice and clean. Now they're filthy again, but if I give it a quick wipe, you can see, oh, didn't mean to knock the camera, apologies. You can see that they are actually still rust free, which is an advantage and a plus, I suppose, but they are absolutely covered in debris. Now, because they're still seized, I kind of went to town with a pair of pliers and a spanner, and I think I've goosed the key posts on both sides, which is really disappointing. I'm absolutely gutted. So these are now going to be a display item, which has left me into a kind of a quandary. Do I polish these up and make them super shiny, or do I try something I've never done before? And I thought, well, do you know what? I'm going to try something I've never done before, and that is I'm going to blue them. Right, so this was now going to be an experiment to see what happens when you blue the metal on the cuffs, which is kind of cool. But this penetrating fluid is no good for gun bluing. It needs to be cleaned. So to clean it, I need to put it in acetone to strip off all the oil, and we'll see how it looks after that. So in the cuffs go into our tank. Now again, we're playing with chemicals, and I'm knocking the camera because I'm a clown, but as you can see, got the cuffs in the little tray, and I'm using 99.8% pure acetone. If you're on a bit of a budget, you can get some nail varnish remover, which is about 97% acetone. Some of them are acetone free, so you will have to read the back, but I just thought I'd go straight to the deep end and get some acetone. So we're going to fill this up, completely cover the cuffs. There we go. Just give it a little bit of a nudge. Right, there we go. Right. And what I will say, acetone has a very noxious smell. So be prepared. Use it in a well ventilated area. But like I say, this is going to soak for about 24 hours. Right? And I'll probably have to fumigate my garage afterwards. But there we are. So that's going to soak, and then I'll wipe them down and we'll have a look at the state of them and see what I've got to do. Alright, there we are. So there's update number, is it 3 or 4? I don't know, I'll have to check. But there we are. So I'll leave this to soak for 24 hours and I'll come back. Okay, so we've got them cleaned. Right, now all the videos I've watched about this blue-in stuff is that it says to have a really good surface. This is pitted and quite sorry for itself, but you know, every day's a school day, so we'll see what happens. Right, they all advise that you take your blue in and you put it in another container, and this then gets brushed on with a sponge or a brush. So let's try it with a brush before I have to root around and find everything else. Now it should be fairly instant, so let's see what happens. Okay, I don't know if that's because it's wet or whether it's because it's, oh no, it is actually genuinely changing colour. That's kind of cool. Obviously I'm wearing gloves because it's a chemical and I have no idea what it's going to do to my skin, so if in doubt, wear gloves and try not to flick it in your eyes. Oh, knocked the camera, sorry. Not even sure how long to leave it on for. guessing it will stop reacting and then that's it, it'll go all one colour. So I've got this. Right, there we go. Think. Right. So let's put the two side by side so far as we've got the chemical going on one. See, I don't know, it could be this fact that it's just wet, but getting it in shot, it's definitely getting darker. I wonder how long you're supposed to leave it for. It literally says leave for a few secs, then rinse off with cold water. Well, okay. So, I guess we just slap it on and then give it a wash. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so I guess the next stage is rinse them off. Okay, all rinsed off, and yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an expert at this because I've got a bit of patches in that, perhaps because I was a bit trying to navigate the camera and everything, but you can see it's definitely changed colour and it's a lot darker and more consistent across the board, just so you can remember what colour it should look like. There we go. So you can see we have definitely blued it. Now the process of bluing should also stop it from rusting again, so in theory these shouldn't rust, but yeah, I don't know, not sure I like the look on it, to be honest, but at the same time it was worth a go to try it. So there we are, here's my still seized but now blued, semi-restored hi-hats. Now I just need to make a plaque for these and turn them into an award or a prize. That'd be an idea. Right, that'll leave my brain cogs thinking, so catch you later. Bye.